and we have 20-25 minutes as you want to use.
Did you say something? I turned the music down.
You have up to 20-25 minutes for the show.
Okay, thank you. Turning the volume down now. Good morning, good morning. Here we are again on Tuesdays. I love this day of the week. So today we are talking about taking stock and resetting for 2023. And I want to start that with saying that life is one big lesson. And those lessons give you the opportunity to recreate yourself in any way you choose. So we're almost at the end of 2022. And as you reflect on the year that's just gone, the year you've had so far, how have you recreated yourself? What have you learnt that has helped you grow? And then ask yourself this question: what path are you on right now? Because whatever path you're on, that was created by all the choices you made in the past and the excuses you're now making in the present moment. So where has that led you? Where has it put you right now? Where in life are you? And ask yourself what lessons that you've gone through that now allow you to see yourself as more competent and resourceful and a capable person, doing more in your life than you ever thought possible. And what fears have you crushed that now allows you to see the world at a different and more positive pace, because you can rise to any challenge, knowing that you can deal with whatever comes your way with confidence and strength. One of my mantras is, if I can get through this, I can get through anything. Because life is constantly teaching us. And those lessons bring experiences to help you grow and change and deal better with all that chaos that life chucks at us. And it's always going to throw chaos and problems at you. You're never going to be without problems. But if you take that on, you can have the courage to face those fears and challenges rather than wish you didn't have them and wish they'd just go away. And that's okay. You know, no one likes having problems and turning away from them, wish they weren't happening. You can, thank God that's gone. But how did that help you grow? It's a temporary thing. How did that help you become more stronger and more confident and believe in yourself? So I want to ask you, can you look back at this year and be proud of what you've tackled and feel good because you leveled up somehow? You looked fear in the eye and said, I'm not backing down this time, I'm coming after you, afraid or not. Or did you get caught up feeling like life's too hard, that it's out to get you syndrome, that nothing seems to go right, it's all too much and everything failed, poor me, why bother? Nobody cares anyway. So before I go any further, welcome to MindFit Mornings. I'm Pamela Hartnoll, and if you've just joined me, I'm here every Tuesday at this time sharing tools and concepts that I've learnt over the last 60 years of my life. And so you can be fast-tracked on your journey and not have to wait 60 years to live your life by design, rather than just existing by default in a life that's created for you by someone else's opinions, right? Someone else's values, right? And this month's theme is all about resetting for 2023. And today's about taking stock of where you find yourself right now. So again, then, let me ask you, where are you? You know, write that question down and ask yourself it 1,000 times a day. Where am I? How has this year shaped your life and your attitude? Or have you just stayed the same as you've always been, you know? But most people live the same day over and over and over and get to the end of their life, and that wasn't a life. You live the same day over and over and over on Groundhog Day, okay? And it's easy to do. And it's easy to get caught up in problems and thinking they're out to get you. And it wasn't until I learned that life was not out to get me at all. Life was actually happening exactly how I needed it to be, to step up so that I could succeed and stay stuck where I didn't belong, you know, stagnating and feeling like a failure. That hamster on a treadmill just going around in circles. Most people do that, and I did it for a long time too, especially in relationships. All right, that's another story. And it was definitely me for a while. I used to get caught up feeling like life was out to get me, especially when things go wrong for so long. All right? And I know that can be wearing, and I've been through a situation just recently like that, and it just goes on and on and on. But it wasn't until I changed my attitude to the problems I was facing and took a deep breath and go, okay, if these are lessons, what are they actually teaching me? What do I need this for? And when you start thinking like that, your life will actually start to go right. Because I could see that I was keeping myself stuck in an old story, stuck waiting to be rescued because I'd been abandoned as a child. I was still waiting for my parents to come back and go, oh, we didn't mean to leave you behind. I mean, It's a 15-year-old story. I was waiting to be recognized, to be told I was good enough. So when I stopped doing that and I stopped needing that validation, I started making different choices. And I started making decisions instead of excuses. That attitude helped me create the life that I wanted. I actually used to have a mug I wish I still had it actually, that said, "Attitude determines your altitude." And I used to remind myself of that every time I had a cup of tea. And I'm English, I drink a lot of tea. But it takes effort, right, to get you out of a rut that you're in. And sometimes I understand this, and I totally relate. It can feel justified to stay there because a lot of people find themselves there, unconsciously subscribing to poor me and why me. And you don't think that you're having that pity party. But think about, what are you addicted to that's keeping you stuck where you don't want to be, right? What emotion is driving your decisions? I know other people that think that life owes them something. And again, that's fine if that's where you want to live. But it does not help you grow. It doesn't help you find that sense of pride or feel like you're getting somewhere. So taking stock of your life means then checking in with yourself and questioning where you are and what choices you're making. Because as the saying goes, every choice you make makes you. And that same thing goes for what you're constantly thinking and feeling. Where are you constantly living emotionally? Because life responds to how you're being. It doesn't respond to what you want. I want to be a millionaire, but I'm acting like I'm poor. I'm buying all the cheapest things in the shop. I'm buying Co's own brand instead of whatever. That's not a wealthy mindset. So you give out different mixed signals, and everything you think and feel creates a vibration, and it sends out a signal and creates a frequency. And that's Dr. Joe Dispenza does a brilliant thing on emotions, sending out signals and everything like that. But just for keeping this in the time that I'm allowed, it's like, know that your thoughts create frequencies about who you want to be and what you really wish you could have in life. When you focus all your intention on that, when you spend time thinking and feeling emotional and be heartfelt about something you want, like I want to be more confident, I wish I was stronger, I wish I had better boundaries, life responds. Life will go, oh, okay, and it will throw you an opportunity to realize that wish. The problem there is, unfortunately, most people don't see that response as an opportunity, because that response doesn't usually come as a blessing. It often comes as a problem or a challenge. And we really have got to learn, because we don't see life as giving us a problem that's actually an opportunity to step up. We see it as something to be, oh my God, not this again, right? And we do the same thing in the answer to that problem that we did before, so the responses are obviously the same, right? And it's like saying, I want to lift heavier weights, I want to get stronger, I want to get fitter. So I go, okay, come to the gym with me. And I take you to the weight rack and I go, okay, let's pick up this one, this one, this one. And you go, oh, well, I'm not really feeling it today. I'm actually feeling tired. And, it's like, I don't like that kind of color. This light in this gym's wrong. Whatever. You make an excuse. So you walk back out of the gym and you just go, no, I'm not feeling it today. Right? That's how we deal with life's problems. We see them as something to just go, oh, and get upset about. And you all know how that ends, right? But it doesn't have to be like that. All it requires is for you to take a shift in perspective, to change your perception and see that life challenges really can provide an opportunity for personal growth, for you to develop what you say you want. I did a TikTok the other day which said, everything you're thinking, I want to be more confident, I want to be this, and I want to be that, then life gives you a challenge in the form of a problem so that you can be what you're putting out there that you want. And then you don't want to do that, and you make an excuse and you run away. Either make a choice, guys. Either stop thinking I want to be stronger, I want to be fitter, I want to have more boundaries, and live where you are right now and stop complaining about it. Or pick up that lesson, that challenge, that problem, and go, okay, I'm going to nail this, right? Because we have the power to change our lives. We have the power to make choices, right? And every decision we make shapes who we become. So with the right choices, we can become the person we really want to be and live the life that we really want. And when you think about that, there's no limit to the possibilities that exist for your lives. And there's people out there doing amazing things. I've done some incredible things in my life. And not because I had a big support team or loads of money or anything like that. I just got an idea in my head, just like when I won the European Surfing Championships within 12 months of learning to surf a wave ski. I said to my girlfriend, I'm going to win the European surfing title. She goes, but you don't surf. And I'm like, no. First I got to get a board, and then I got to find someone to teach me. And that took me on an amazing journey, sleeping on the beach for 7 years doing summer. So understand yourself, guys. Take the the time to understand what you want to do with your life and what am I doing to create that? Am I just getting in my own way because I'm saying I want to be something? I get an opportunity to be that, but then I go, oh no, it didn't look like the way I thought it was, and I run away, right? Understand what your needs are and how those needs have driven your life so far. I know for the longest time I was driven by the need for recognition and the need to be included because I was excluded. I was abandoned as a girl. My mum took my sister, ran away, and then my dad took my brother, but neither wanted me. So whenever I came to being included and I wasn't, oh my God, it would turn my world upside down. But it was an old story that was driving my behavior. And I became totally reliant on the person that I was with to show me that I was worthy and important to them. And when I didn't get that, guess where it left me? Like in a really hurt place, thinking that something's wrong with me and that I'm not lovable or something, right? And that's not a fun place to be. But that's the biggest problem. When you give people that power over your happiness, you also give them the power to be able to cause your unhappiness too. And that's definitely not a strong position to put yourself in, especially if you want to be the best version of yourself. Like I say, make a decision, right? The minute I stopped needing that external validation, the minute I stopped looking for someone else to tell me who I was and what I was, my life started to transform. And it actually started to go in the direction I actually wanted, rather than going in a direction that was being created for me by other people, right? And I really want to bang on the drum about that because honestly, stop saying you want something and then resisting the lesson when it comes, because you're never going to get anywhere. And then you're going to feel like you're not getting anywhere. You're going to feel like you're failing. You're going to feel like you're nobody. Okay? Stop that and change it. And go, what do I really want? And what am I prepared to do to get it, right? Because you can transform every area of your life when you decide who you want to be. But before you can activate that power, you have to reflect on who you've been showing up as now and taking stock of where you find yourself. Because where we are at any given time is the result of all the decisions, all the excuses we've made up until this point. So I've got an exercise for you to do. I've got 7 questions. I've got thousands of questions, but there's 7 that I think might help you just to get started, to take stock of where you are in life, right? Ask yourself, what am I doing with my life? And be honest, be brutal. Don't, be fancy. Is it really where you want to be, earning what you want, in the relationship where you want to be, whatever, weighing what you want, looking like you want to be, whatever it is, where are you and what are you doing in life? And then I want you to ask yourself, am I making excuses or am I making decisions? And then what decisions or excuses have I made that have got me where I am right now? Think about that. Have I made decisions or have I made excuses? And which one of them has got me where I am right now? Listen to this part of this video again and again and really think about that question. Write it down and keep looking at it. Did I make excuses today or did I make decisions today? And then decide what of what you're doing in life is repeatable. You should keep doing it because it's working well. And what should be omitted and left out because it's not working. Right? Stop doing it. Right? Poking yourself in the eye with a blunt fork. Stop doing it. It's not working. Stop doing it. It's not a failure to give up on something just because it's not working. And then ask yourself what areas in life that you want to improve in then, because you may be really good in your finance factor, but not so good in your relationship factor, or good in your relationship factor and not in your career. Right? What area do you need to improve on most? And then ask yourself those questions again. What am I doing in that area that's got me where I am right now? And then think about where you really want to be after you know where you really are and where you're really burning. What's the gap there? Right? And why are you in each place? Why do you want to be there? You need to know why you want to be where you want to go, because when life gets tough, you need to focus on why you want to be there. That'll help you keep going. And I've got, like I say, when you work with me or I've got my program coming up, and I'll tell you about that in a bit later, that it drives you, which will help you make decisions to get a better idea of where you want to be. But if you want help with that, you know where I am. So stop thinking that where you are right now that's it. Right? I don't know how old you are, but like for me, I'm 60. I potentially got another 40 years on the planet. I'm not giving up anytime soon. I want to continue to grow, and so should you. All right. So we all have that power then to change our lives and to create a transformation. And everybody has that. It's not specific to some people, right? But it's up to you to take advantage of the opportunities that come your way, even when those opportunities look more like problems, right? But when you stop seeing them that way, everything changes. And you may not be able to control what comes your way. But as my mentor, Tony Robbins, says, you can control how you respond to it. And when you truly start controlling your reactions, when you suddenly feel a whole lot better about yourself and go, you know what? I didn't judge myself this time. I did it wrong and I changed it and I did this and I did that and I made it different next time. I did it differently. You suddenly find that you've increased your skill set and you boost your confidence in, like, yes, I leveled up, right? I pushed through something that I would normally turn my back on. I get my clients to do that when we're working together. It's like, with everything that we're doing together right now, what's changing for you? And how is that making you feel? And even if it's only a minute little change, it's still a change. And that signals your unconscious mind that, hey, I'm on the right track. And that gives you the confidence then and the tools to start creating your life, rather than living for the one that your parents are creating for you, or your friends, or your husband, or your wife, or whatever your partner's creating for you. And so just remember and really drill this home. I want to really drill this home to you that life's lessons are actually gifts in disguise. They're created for you, by you, in response to your soul's call about what you keep saying. Oh, I want to be this, I wish that, I wish this, I want to be stronger, I want to have a better strong belief, I want to stop being taken advantage of, or whatever it is. I want to stop being afraid, right? Life's lessons are actually gifts in disguise created by you, for you, in response to that calling. And when you start looking at life's challenges as an opportunity to grow the way you say you want to, then everything becomes just that, a lesson and a chance to become the best version of yourself. And why would you not want that? So in summary then, I want you to take stock of where you find yourself right now and decide if it's really where you want to be. And if it's not, then stop doing whatever's getting in the way of that. Right? Rather than standing there complaining about life it's not working for you, or poor me. If you're subscribed to that, and you may not think you are, and that might be a hard thing to accept, but that's where brutal honesty comes in about who have I been? Have I been making excuses? Have I been making decisions? What have I actually done? If I'm responsible for getting myself wherever I find myself right now, that puts me in a position of power, because it means I can change it, right? And then work out what's not working so well and what you need to stop doing so you can start that process of making the changes will lead you to honoring that person that you really are inside. Why do you think you keep getting those nudges? Why do you keep your soul's going, hey, Pam, wake up. You can have so much more. You can be so much more. Here's an opportunity. Oh, no, I don't want that. That doesn't look right. Right? That's a problem I don't want to deal with. Rather than going, okay, that's a crappy problem. That's going to make me feel unhappy. I was going to say shit for a while. I didn't know that I could say that. But it's going to make me feel crappy for a while. Do I want to grow? Yes. Is that problem, if I work my way through that, is that going to help me, give me the tools and the strength and the courage I need? Yes. Okay, guess I'm facing that problem then, right? So identify yourself. Yes, you can. Thank you. I can say shit, apparently. I've been monitoring my words all day. So identify the actions that you're taking that do not work well and that do work well. And use the ones that are repeatable, because you can create amazing systems for yourself that work for you. And then figure out how you can use all of that knowledge to be more efficient and be more successful and get you what you want, right? Which will ultimately mean you live your life the way you want to, right? You can be the creator of your own destiny and not just a spectator on someone else's journey. Let me repeat that again, because I created that just about 3 minutes ago, or just before I started here. You can either be a creator of your own destiny or a spectator in someone else's journey. Think about that. Don't get to the end of your life and go, I wish, right? Be a regret. So to wrap up then, I want to repeat the importance, because it is important, because I know so many people out there, because I work with clients every single day that are amazing people, but somebody didn't love them enough. Somebody didn't tell them the right thing, give them the right support. So they've run their whole life by this. And it's really sad. So when you work with me, I get you out of that pretty darn quick. As anybody who's listening that has been working with me knows, within a very short space of time, even within an hour, you're going to be thinking very, very differently, because life happens for you, not to you. And problems are opportunities in disguise. Now, write that somewhere, write that on your fridge, write it on your mirror. Look at all your problems that you've got going on in your life right now and go, okay, if that's an opportunity in disguise, stop being a victim and thinking, oh, I can't see the opportunity. Find the opportunity, right? Find out what it's there for. Find out why your soul has called that experience into your life. Like, what do I need it for? That opportunity could present itself as a failure, as a difficulty, or as a misfortune, or as a loss or a complaint, right? Just change how you see it and change how you think about it. And then everything will start working for you, not against you. And that's it for me today. Okay, I hope that some of that has landed for you and resonates with you, and you can share it with someone else that might need a little push and a nudge in the right direction so they can make their life better too. So get your mindset in the right place and get MindFit so you go after what you want in life. And stop waiting for whatever you think you need to wait for. And take action and begin that journey of transforming yourself into who you always want to be. That nudge that keeps saying, well, you can do this better and you want to be this and you want to be that. That's your soul going, hello, trying to get your attention. And next week we're going to be back, and I'm going to give you a whole session on appreciating those nudges, those lessons, and those lessons can be internal or external. And I'll do more with that with you next week. So if you want help getting started on your journey, you can reach out to me for personal sessions. But I'm excited to announce that my Reset Your Life 2.0 program will be launching soon, and I'll be taking registrations, and I'll have more updates and more videos and more of everything, all getting fancy and happy and good, whatever, next Tuesday. So as always, I want to thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you taking the time, and I hope something landed for you and something you were able to relate to something, and it's given you something to think about. So join my online community, subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's hundreds of videos on there now, free coaching, and they really will help you get a different perspective. So my wish for you, as always, is for you to be MindFit, so you can live life and live your best life and live it with passion. So bye for now. Reset, be authentic, and be you. Have a great day.